Wow.
I thought that was just goodbye. That's hello as well.
I think it's like, hello.
It's like
goodbye.
aloha.
Oh,
Salutations. Alright, is that only welcome? I don't think that's goodbye.
Well, after... No, wait. I was trying to read the thing instead of Tonight we're doing Cocaine Bear. Cocaine Bear is a new...
And no, we
film.
haven't done that ourselves to prepare.
That's such the lazy thing to do. How many people went out and were just like, oh, we're going to do coke to go watch Cocaine? Calm down, everybody. Let's be adults about this. Cocaine Bear.
I think I just missed what was going on there. I don't know what you said.
Cocaine Bear. It is a 2023 movie directed by Elizabeth Banks, who has made the Charlie's Angels reboot. And, is an actress. She's in, all those comedies, Judd Apatow kind of comedies. Zack and Miri make a porno. She's in that. She's the director of this. And it's based on a true story, but obviously blown out of proportion.
There's no way this is like factual, like a nonfiction piece.
I wouldn't quite call it documentary, but had either of you guys heard anything or seen the trailer? Anything?
I only saw the trailer after my name was on the Google Doc.
The Google Doc to assign you your movie for the month. Yes.
Yeah.
I saw Elizabeth Banks when I was her name when we were at the theater. I was like, what? I was very shocked that she had any part of this. I haven't seen very many things about it. Just the stupid poster for it. I'm like, oh, this looks really dumb.
After a 500-pound black bear consumes a significant amount of cocaine and embarks on a drug-fueled rampage, an eccentric gathering of cops, criminals, tourists, and teenagers assemble in a Georgia forest. That's way better than I could have explained it if I had tried to explain it. It's much more concise. I would have rambled and been like, there's 3 people, and there's 4 more people, and there's 2 more people, and then they're all mean to each other. That would be my definition. And then there's a bear that runs around. If you haven't seen Cocaine Bear, it's in theaters. It has a 70% on Rotten Tomatoes, the 75 audience score, 6.5 IMDb, 54 Metacritic. So middle positive is where the scale is presently landing. And we are going to spoil it here and now. So if you haven't seen it, this is your chance to bail out before you hear this. 1985 is when this is taking place, and a drug smuggler drops a shipment of cocaine from his plane, and he accidentally knocks himself unconscious and falls to his death. And so there is now bags of cocaine scattered throughout the forest. And, kind of like the definition said, there's a bunch of different people we meet along the way. There's a mom and a kid and another kid. And there's a buddy pair of criminals who are getting sent out by their boss criminal. There's a park ranger and a guy who lives in the woods, and he's a weird
things going on.
Weird bohemian guy played by the guy from Modern Family, and there's ambulance people, and they're all running around saying funny things and getting attacked by a cocaine-fueled bear. And there's a cop too. There's a cop, and there's 2 cops actually. There's a lot of characters in this, and they're all running around getting chased by a cocaine bear. So
there's a lot of characters, and I don't think I recollect anybody's first name except for Dee.
No,
because it's Dee.
I'm doing the best I can with just describing guys. Oh, there's teenagers. There's 3 teenagers. Okay, there's 20 people running around the woods with a cocaine bear running around.
I think I looked at cast said there's 26 people.
That seems crazy for something so.
That's too many.
All right, well, we're getting all around it. Nicole, start us off. What did you think of Cocaine Bear?
Ooh, okay. Well, when this first started, the movie itself, as I was watching it, I'm trying to gather my thoughts here. I thought it was a little stupid in the beginning. I won't lie. I realized about 25 to 30 minutes in, I really need to embrace that stupidity, because that is the main part of this movie.
That's a good way to put it.
I had to loosen myself up, I guess you could say, to really understand what this was supposed to be, which is obviously satire, but thinking about it in the back of my mind, they started off with based on true events. So I'm like, what the fuck is going on? There's a lot of different stories to follow, and there are definitely some that I could do without. I think that the thing that irritates me the most is this whole Ray Liotta Ice Cube's son drama thing going on. Which I understand that they need to do that. It's the whole point. It's how the bear gets the coke. But I kind of just want to watch the bear do the coke more so, and I want to see where the little girl ends up. And I like the park ranger and Jesse Tyler Ferguson type of thing. So a lot of people to talk about. Some things dragged on way much longer than they should have. Other parts I wish there was a little more of, I think. But I'm telling you, once I just, like, I guess I stopped, I don't know, puckering my ass and really let it happen what it was supposed to be.
You unfolded your crossed arms and just like...
I haven't even heard that figure of speech before.
I just made it up.
Did you make it up?
I just made it up. Then I really started to enjoy it more. I realized what it was.
All right, that's how we're starting with the unpuckering of an asshole. Jess, what did you think of Cocaine Bear?
I would rather watch Idris Elba fight a lion for an hour and 20 minutes than watch this stupid bear on cocaine.
I was going to ask you that later on. I was like, so Beast or Cocaine Bear? It sounds like you've already made your pick obvious.
I thought this was, when I watched the trailer, I'm like, God, this looks so dumb. But it has the word thriller in it, but so maybe it's actually like, has a hook or something to go on to. That is somewhat thrilling. And so I kind of like talked myself into it. I walked into the movie, and this just whole thing was bad. It's not my comedy. I didn't care about the cocaine bear. I didn't care about the animals. Like, it was just, like, too stupid for me. And I was contemplating, and I'm like, okay, what percentage of the movie do I have to finish so I can walk out and Brendan not be terribly mad at me?
What'd you choose?
I actually made it to 100. I didn't watch the credits, but I made it to 100. And then I texted Karen, like, in the theater, and I was like, this is so freaking stupid. And she was like, really? Like, I thought it looks kind of fun. And I could see if I was with, like, a group of people, and we were drinking, and we were just like, this was on TV, and we're like, bah ha ha, look at that dumb bear. Like, yeah. I think that kind of setting, this would be fun. Better. But if, like, you're literally a Monday night, it's raining, you're in the theater by yourself, and you're watching this stupid movie, like, this was not the setting for it.
You chose not the ideal settings, I suppose. Yeah, that's... we had what? It was the two of us and, like, I don't know, maybe a dozen or so people. There was one gentleman who was really enjoying himself in the front row.
I mean, it wasn't like an empty theater. Maybe there was at least maybe like 7 or 8. But not enough where it felt like a full community of people. Like, they were quiet. They didn't say much.
Okay, they weren't enjoying it as much. Okay. Well, yeah, I thought, like, I'm kind of more with Nicole, or, like...
Sorry. You mentioned the guy who enjoyed this the most. Let me preface that by saying the guy in the theater that enjoyed this the most was also the guy that was cackling at the live-action dog poop joke movie that's coming out. So
oh yeah, the Will Ferrell is a talking dog movie. Yeah, he was cackling and then turned to the person with him and said, "That looks pretty funny," like out loud.
So we can't give him any credit.
I mean, he enjoyed Cocaine
He's an outlier.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with Nicole, where, like, it took me a little bit to actually warm up to... I knew this was going to be, like, not serious. Like, I just didn't know how... what kind of not serious it was going to be. If it was going to be, like silly, but with a message, or if it was going to be pure silly, if it was going to be scary silly. Like, I didn't know what they were going to do. And it's like a B movie from the 80s, but, like, with updated graphics, so everything looks slick. But, like, the writing and the structure...
That slick. I don't
well, it's a $30 million movie. I mean, it doesn't look like Avatar, where it looks like a video game, but $30 million.
Oh my God, that's outrageous.
I mean, the bear is probably a lot of that. Just the CGI bear, you know.
I'd rather the lion.
Oh God.
You'd rather the lion. What the So, but the thing about Beast is like serious. Beast takes itself seriously, even though the ridiculous. Well, it thinks it's serious because at the end, then the lion fights Idris Elba, and you're like, okay, well, this is ridiculous looking. But this is like it's never serious the whole time. The coke does bear. The bear does lines of coke like off of like severed limbs at certain points, and it's gonna do those kind of like schlocky old jokes, but it doesn't look like it was shot on a video camera and it was made for $10,000 40 years ago. It looks like it was made modern. So that's what they were going for, and by like the half-hour mark, I was starting to enjoy it because this was
seriously like Ace Ventura. Like I was waiting for like Jim Carrey to like pop out of the bear or something stupid.
It wasn't quite that silly. Do you like Ace Ventura?
I like Ace Ventura. Like I'd rather watch Ace Ventura than watch this.
I do not care for it. So, all right, back, Nicole, you were saying that there's some groups of people you liked in this, and then there's probably some you could do without. What storylines were working for you?
Okay.
Or groups of people?
Yeah, like the actress that plays the park ranger, I can't think of her name right now, but I always enjoy her.
Margot Martindale, yeah.
Yeah.
She's just like a very familiar face. I don't know what she's in or what she does, but you're like, oh, I've seen her.
You've probably seen her in like 20
my
things.
childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always enjoy her.
I wasn't going to read her whole... I was like, I'll just pick a movie that she was in, and like, oh no, she's in like everything. She was in August Osage County and Uncle Frank, which are movies we've talked about, but like Rocketeer, Hours, $1 Million Baby, Paris Chatham, Walk Hard, Dewey Cox Story, Forged, When Hannah Montana movie, just everything that has ever come out.
That's probably what Jess knows her from.
She's in Hannah Montana.
Yeah, I told you.
Dead Man Walking, The Firm.
Yeah, then I say she was all over her childhood.
Yep.
And you didn't even know it. It's like someone like a face in your dream, and you're like, where have I seen that?
That's true.
And it was
she's been kicking around
her whole lives. She was just around.
Anyway, she's the park ranger.
Jesse Tyler Ferguson, always love him, and his character was one of the funnier ones to me this time. Usually I don't like the stupid guy, but this one was funny. The scenes of them outside with Kerry Russell, which, oh my god, did they do... That's at the $30 million budget to make her look like that, because she looked amazing. And Henry, little kid, his little accent was killing me. His accent was killing me. It was so funny. Just thinking about a little Georgia kid. I love that. That whole thing was probably the best stupid part. The rest of it was like, okay, this is kind of stupid. But that, for some reason, I really thought that was hilarious. And her, when in the Ranger shack, with the 3 teenagers, I just thought that was outrageous. A lot of gore. I was surprised how much gore. But it didn't, like, make me feel uneasy or anything. I just thought it was funny. Yeah, Kerry Russell, what the hell? She looked amazing. I liked her daughter. She wasn't the best actress, but yeah, I thought she did well.
But the kids were good, yeah.
Yeah, and could really do without, like I said, the whole drug ring story with the cop with the little dog, and him being on top of the roof of the gazebo and all that. I was so over that. I'm like, you gotta be done. The best part about the ending with the Ray Liotta and stuff was the little baby bears. They were so cute.
The baby cocaine bears? They're also just like, rooting around in a duffel of cocaine the whole movie, apparently.
Coke babies. Bears.
Oh, yeah. That's so nice. See, Jess, if you had walked out, you would have missed that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that added too much value to my life. But
Were there any parts that were not negatives for you, or was it just too much to bear?
I liked Henry.
Too much to bear.
Henry was pretty funny. Yeah, you can't not like Henry. He's just like a good childhood, like just funny actor.
Yeah, he was so cute.
I like their doing cocaine scene where they're like just taking mouthfuls. It was like making me so nervous. I was like, oh my god, please don't swallow. That's so much. And they're just like, they spit it out. And I'm like, oh thank god. I thought those children were about to swallow bags of cocaine.
When they're like, how do you do coke? And he's like, oh, you just eat it. And she's like, how much? And he's like, oh, just like a tablespoonful.
I was like, what the fuck? No.
But like, if a little kid literally ate that much Coke, they would actually be like dead, right? Like and nothing happened to them.
No, they spit it all out immediately, and it just kind of probably stuck to
but
their
I
gums.
mean, still, it's so fine. Like, you're gonna swallow some.
Yeah, I guess
especially when it touches your mouth, it dissolves it. Like, there's no way nothing happened to them if that were to happen in real life. Like, they would be seriously ill.
Yeah, I guess they spit out enough of it, but yeah, perhaps. I thought something was I thought one of them was gonna straight die. I was like, and I don't know how the movie was going to make it funny, because I knew the movie was supposed to be funny. I'm like, are they just going to kill a kid right now by eating a spoonful of Coke?
Or they were going to make them go all crazy or something.
I thought they were going to go crazy, but they were, like, pretty sober for having all that Coke in their mouth.
They should have had Henry get, like, hooked on Coke, and then maybe he fights, like, one of the baby Coke bears at the end. Just go further with it. That's another thing. This movie didn't go as far as I thought it. It doesn't go as silly as I thought it would. I thought it would go sillier and dumber, and it stays... like, not realistic, but like kind of in realistic territory. It doesn't go crazy. The bear doesn't like start using weapons or something. Like it's
maybe
still
that's
it's still
why
a bear.
I feel like it kind of just teeters on. Okay, I have to like think this is fake funny versus are they trying to show me that this is what really happened? Because if they had put it over the edge a little bit more and was like, okay, the bear's, I don't know, using a straw or something. I don't know.
Right, if they made it more ridiculous, like doing the lines of Coke off the.
It was pretty ridiculous.
I mean, when you think about it, it really is. But the more, besides the bear, the more ridiculous thing is the amount of fucking people just getting shot and killed and like not intentionally from the other people around. Like that ranger.
Oh, yeah, how did he put his Margaret
blasted
Martindale
that guy?
shoe?
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, sorry," and the other character was like, "Sorry."
Yeah, I like that whole scene because it's so like it's playing like a dumb movie where like, oh, these characters don't make any, like they're just acting stupid in a room and like just do anything else and they're doing all the worst things possible, and it's but the actors are playing it straight. I like that's the part where it starts to work is the ranger starts running around. And I like when Ice Cube's son gets rid of the kids, just like knocks them all out, and they're just for the rest of the movie, they're just like or not the rest of the movie, for a while they're just stacked in the bathroom, like on the piles on the floor. I like that it's not taking itself too seriously. I do wish it went further though. I wish it went even sillier. I like the ambulance scene a lot. That was pretty good.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy. That was so like bold when she her face slammed on that pavement. Ugh, God, I was gonna be sick.
She flies out of the stretcher and it's like pounding on the pavement. Yeah.
They didn't hold back. But does Elizabeth Banks do any other directing like this? Like, has she done anything else?
No, she did Charlie's Angels. What was the other thing she did? She did something else. Maybe a TV something.
Yeah, this seems like out of her element here. What made her do this?
I don't know why she did this. She didn't write it. It's not like this is all her. She directed the second Pitch Perfect, and Charlie's Angels, and
the first one,
the second one, and then Charlie's Angels, and this. This is her third film. I think this is her highest reviewed film.
Big directional change there.
Yeah, she just she wanted to make something different, something a little weird. I guess the drug storyline has to be there, but it is kind of like the lamest. Like I care the least about Ray Liotta, R.I.P. and Ice Cube Jr. and young Han Solo. Like the three of them are the less.
It was funny because I was watching it and I'm like, this guy has to be related to Ice Cube. Like, there's no way. And then I googled it and it was like his son. I'm like, yeah, it was so.
He's literally young Ice Cube. He looks just like him. It literally
looks like Ice Cube. Like didn't even like have a kid with a woman. Like it just looks like himself.
He just plopped out a clone.
Yeah, like honestly.
Yeah, Ice Cube Jr. is a DNA clone, like sequencing genome. He's not like really a son. He's pure clone.
Oh my god!
It looks like Phil Lord and Chris Miller, the guys who made the Lego Movie and the Jump Street movies. They're the guys who produced this, so they're the ones who got the ball rolling. And then Universal eventually signed Elizabeth Banks to direct. So she was like a director for hire, like just You know, a lot of directors don't have a lot of skin in the game. It's not like they're babies or their projects. Some of them are just hired to make a thing. And they were like, we got $30 million. We got a cocaine bear. We'll put in, I don't know, like 5 TV actors. And then Elizabeth thinks you can direct it since you've directed a couple things that weren't flops.
Interesting. So, Brennan, I haven't researched on my own, but have you researched what the story of Cocaine Bear actually is?
The real one that happened?
Yeah.
It was the real guy who like fell out of the plane and like went unconscious and died. That really did happen. And then like a couple months after that, they found a dead bear who had OD'd on a bag of cocaine. So literally none of this happened.
Not really story worthy, is it?
No, like the only thing that's true is maybe the first 30 seconds of the movie where the guy falls out of the plane. But even that, they don't know how it happened because the guy fell out and he died. So.
Wow, that's pretty stupid.
Yeah.
The bears kind of have a redemption
Nowhere
story, though. They're standing on the waterfall
story.
at the end. The mom is triumphant with the 2 children after... You got anything else, Jess?
Yeah.
Jess?
No.
I was trying to see if she was even...
Nothing else.
Beast has a 68% on Rotten Tomatoes, so 2 points lower than Cocaine Bear.
That's actually higher than I thought it was.
But it's got a 77 with the audience, so it's 2 points higher than Cocaine Bear with the audience. These are almost the same movie.
Yeah,
almost.
pretty much. Except I
right
would
now
watch Cocaine Bear again and not watch Beast again.
Oh, you would choose Cocaine Bear over this.
Well, no, I wouldn't watch it again on my own, but if I had to make the choice between 2, I'd pick the Cocaine Bear.
Interesting. I think Can I do Cocaine Bear, but switch out the last... Can I switch the last 10 minutes of Beast in so I can see the lion for Siege Elbow? Because that's the best part.
Also...
that's the best part of both movies, but the rest of the movie I would prefer to watch Cocaine Bear.
What a stupid twist of having that female cop be a part of the drug ring.
Oh yeah, I forgot that was part of the story. Yeah.
I don't even think I caught on to that.
Well, she was there in the cave.
Yeah,
the one with the dog?
Yeah, the one that the other cop leaves. She was supposed to be
watching his dog.
Oh, I didn't know that she was on it.
Well, that's how she made it to the cave, yeah. But I think that was just really stupid.
You were there physically, but you put your mind.
Isn't that how some of these go for both of us?
Usually you fall asleep. You'll just fall asleep if you got nothing to say.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Well, I don't really have much more to say. I thought it was fun. And
yeah, I mean, there's not much to talk about on this one. I mean, who's going to do a deep dive into fucking...
analyze this too much.
No, there isn't like performance. Like we talked about the performances that we liked. There's no theme plotting. Like you could do like the.
There's no deeper meaning.
I could go deeper if you guys knew more like B movie stuff, but there's not like. I don't know. There's not like a ton of value in that. I don't think. I think it's pretty obvious. For that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not the show, so there's no value there. Then in that case, Nicole, are you recommending Cocaine Bear?
No.
I swear you recommended Beast when it came out, and then all of a sudden you were like
be.
bottom 5 of the year, and now you like Cocaine Bear more than Beast.
I
couldn't have.
Beast.
I thought that was
she didn't
stupid.
like it because the CGI looked so bad or something.
Because it was unrealistic.
But you like this more because it dove into the unrealistic?
Well, this one was because this one they made it so that we knew it was unrealistic. I mean, that bear would have died like within 5 minutes from how much coke it had.
Of cocaine. It does a lot of cocaine.
And this bear's been on a rampage for days. There's no way. So I automatically, and plus all the people getting blown up by the ranger. It's satirical. It's funny. I didn't take this seriously like the Beast was supposed to be. So if I had to recommend one or the other, I'd pick this one, but I'm still not gonna.
Mm-hmm. I forgot what I was to say. I like the cop on the roof when he's got the drop on him, and then he's just he can't figure out how to get down. He's just kind of looking around like, I feel that. That brings.
Oh, you mean because you've seen it 8 million times before and it's overplayed?
I don't think that's overplayed. I liked it. It worked well for me. How's he gonna get down with the gun still on the guys? Jess, you recommending Cocaine Bear?
No.
That's unfortunate.
Pass on this.
I'll be like a soft recommend. It's fine. It's a fine way to spend what is it, hour and a half? It's not very long. And
it was actually less than an hour and a half. I think it was like an hour and 15.
That's nice.
That's short.
Yeah,
huh?
it was nice. Yeah,
that's why she stays.
Nice. I'd say it takes a little bit to get warmed up to the style of what it's trying to do, and then once you kind of get used. Well, yeah, you have to like that kind of movie, the silly movies. It's the same thing. Like Everywhere All at Once, you don't get into that; it's too silly for you. I don't. Not everything has to be real, you know. Not everything has to be eat yourself a find a lion. So we got one soft recommend and two not recommends for Cocaine Bear. Not a strong showing for the old bear, but we've got other newer movies coming. The tournament's probably done by the time you're hearing this, but I don't know who won because there's still a few left.
It's gonna be May.
It could be. It's close. It's not Mama K, I know that. That's the only one I know, but that's every year, so that's nothing new. If you want to recommend things to us, questions, comments, all that crap, Facebook is Films with Women in My Life. On Instagram, I'm Brennan_podhost, and you can email the show filmswiththewomen@gmail.com. All right, guys, thanks for being on for Cocaine Bear.
Okay.
Bye.
Very fluttery voice. Till next time, this is Brennan signing off, saying thanks for listening and enjoy your movies.
Thanks for listening to Films with the Women in My Life. If you enjoyed being a listener in our life, please rate and subscribe on Apple Podcasts or on your favorite podcast app. Keep up with the latest from the show on Instagram at Brennan_podhost, on Facebook at Films with the Women in My Life, and on Twitter at FilmsWomenPod. Finally, you can email the show with questions and suggestions at filmswiththewomen@gmail.com. Original music for the show was created by Ian Burke and Chris Iwanek. Original artwork created by Nicole D'Alessio. This show is produced by Brennan Snyder. Thank you again for listening and enjoy your movies.